Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And we're always glad to welcome in our favorite dietitian, April Sins. Hello, April.
Hello, Keith. Look, I'm springing because it's spring in the air.
I know it. I know it. Springing because that's the time of year it is. What a great time of year. It's a great time for some fresh fruits and vegetables as well.
It is a great time. And at Rouses, I'm going to tell you all about what's in season for spring. And I'll tell you a little funny story is that whenever I went to the produce team and I asked them, hey, I have this list of things that are in season in spring. What do you think about this list? And they're like, April, we have most of these things all year long. It's not just in the spring. And we kind of laughed and I said, I know, but I just want to do a highlight on it because you can find a lot of these things all year long at Rouses.
Yeah.
So not to worry, but I do like to highlight some of those things that you can find more plentiful in the spring.
Okay.
Like strawberries is for one. Now, the strawberries you can find strawberries all year long. I know you see them on the shelves of Rouses,
right?
But that's when your southern strawberries are in season. So like Louisiana and Florida are big places where we tend to get a lot of strawberries from whenever it's in season.
Okay.
When it's not in season, a lot of times it may come from California.
Okay.
And then I want to tell you about artichokes. Artichokes, these are one of the most beautiful vegetables that you can find. And the thing that you want to look at when you're looking at artichokes is how do I select an artichoke and how do I store it? And you might even wonder how to cook it. There's recipes on rouses.com if you need recipes.
Ooh.
But one thing you want to look for is a nice heavy size and a beautiful green color. And so it is perfect for the spring season. It even almost looks like a flower bud when you think about it.
Yeah.
And the way that you store it, Keith, is when you bring it home, you can cut off about 1 inch of the bottom of it, sprinkle it with a little bit of water, and then put it in an airtight bag in the refrigerator. Oh. And I always recommend if you find something in the refrigerated area of Rouses in the produce department, keep it in the refrigerator. And so that way it will last longer. Now, once you cook it, it lasts about 5 to 7 days cooked in the refrigerator.
It never lasts that long. It never lasts that long in our house. And listen, crawfish season is artichoke season for us. They go together.
Oh.
My sister,
do you put
Carrie,
these in your crawfish ball?
She doesn't put them in a crawfish ball, but she always will serve and boil artichoke and serve that. That's the appetizer.
That's the
for
appetizer,
crawfish.
yes.
Yes, every time.
I love that idea.
Yes.
That's a great appetizer and a great way to get an extra vegetable in.
That is exactly right. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I love that. Snow peas is the next one I want to tell you about. And snow peas you can find in the bag in the produce department. Right. And what I love about this is great to throw into a stir fry or throw into any dish, a salad. You can have it fresh or cooked. And those are really convenient items right here. Now, being that it's already in the bag, it's already washed and ready to eat. So you can use that right away. Let me show you this right here. This is really cool. So this is butter lettuce. And if you buy the butter lettuce like this at Rouses, then you're going to leave it in the container like this in the refrigerator. And what I want to show you is that at the bottom of this, Keith, and I should have opened it ahead of time, but at the bottom is actually the roots of the lettuce. Okay. So you want to leave it on the root and then wash it as you go. That's what's going to make it last longer. So you see this beautiful top, and then at the bottom, I'm going to show you this. Look at this. You can see
so
the
leave it
soil
on
and
the root and just peel it off when you're ready to use it. It'll stay longer.
Peel it, wash it, and
That's good to know because I have that in my refrigerator right now. My wife just got that. She just got that this week. Yes, that's in my refrigerator.
This is a great choice, and it's a great, easy way to have something that, whenever it has the roots on it, it's still getting that nutrition from the roots. Right. So this is a really, really nice option.
Perfect.
And then I want to tell you about spinach. So you can buy the leaf spinach like this, or you can get spinach in the bag. And remember, the spinach doesn't have a real long shelf life. And so you want to, if you're going to use it, you want to make sure that you wash it right before you use it. And if not, then you want to make sure you store this in a plastic bag in the refrigerator and maybe even put a paper towel to absorb the moisture so that it doesn't get too much moisture. Do you know what this is called?
I don't.
This is called a radicchio.
Oh, radicchio. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a fun one. This is a really nice addition to a salad. Now, you don't eat this whole thing by itself. Normally, a lot of people will put just pieces and parts of this in the salad.
Okay.
It does have a little bit of a different flavor from the lettuce, but it adds a nice, unique flavor to a dish. But it also is great to add color and nutrition. And you know what? I got to tell you one more thing about the spinach. Let me go back to this for a second.
Okay.
Spinach has so many nutrients in it. It has iron and it has minerals. It has so much nutrition in it. Then this is a great addition to any meal. So this is always a good one to go to. Another thing this is the last one, Keith, I'm going to tell you about asparagus.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you something really fun. If you like to do a living centerpiece,
oh my,
you can take some asparagus, put that in a mason jar, wrap a little ribbon around it, grab some baby's breath from Rouses, and make a nice little living centerpiece. This would be great at your crawfish boil to put on the table. And also, asparagus is great on the grill if you're going to be doing some outdoor grilling and things like that. So definitely grab some asparagus at Rouses. Perfect time of year.
I love that you could do so many things with that. I was looking at the flowers thinking, that's really nice that April has fresh flowers for us today, but it's an asparagus bouquet. That's fantastic. And I'll make one. We'll start with that for the next crawfish boil, and then we'll just put the asparagus in the boil, and we'll be able to eat those. It's perfect.
Exactly.
We appreciate you very much. Thanks for all the helpful hints here in spring.
Absolutely. Thank you, Keith.
All right. And that'll do it for this edition of Eat Right with Rouses, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more local programming right here on HTV.